Hello dear students, this is the video of class 8th. Students, I have done a lots of hard work for preparing this video. So I hope you will watch this video till end. So in this video, I'm going to start a new chapter number 4, algorithms and flowcharts. So let us have a look. These topics these topics will be discussed in this video. First is programs, second is introduction to algorithm, third some examples of algorithm, and last topic is features of an algorithm. So let us come to the first topic, that is program. A program is a set of instructions written in a computer language. Means you know very well a computer cannot understand the language that we speak. So we have to give instruction to the computer in machine language, which is in the form of 0 and 1. And a program tells the computer the following things. First, to read the input. Second, to process the data. Third, store the result. And fourth, write output. You can see this diagram. This is the work of a computer. First, the data is inputted. Here the data is inputted to the computer and the data goes to the CPU. Inside the CPU, the data processing of data takes place. Okay, after processing the data, result is generated and the result is stored in the memory unit. And the same result is transferred to the output devices. And control unit helps in transferring the data from one unit to another unit. Okay, you can see this is the traffic control signal. Okay, so you know that after 1 minute or after 2 minutes, another light will glow. Suppose the red light is glowing, so after 1 minute, red light will stop and yellow light will glow, and then green light will glow. Okay, and so on. This process will be repeated again and again. So it is possible with the help of program. Without program, this traffic control signal will not work. Okay, so some programming has been made so that the machine can do something. Another example you can take, the microwave which you are using in your home. You can set the timing, you can set the temperature, and automatically when the timing is complete, your microwave is switched off. Okay, so these are the examples of program. With the help of programs, you can give instruction to machine. Now, dividing programming task into two phases, problem solving phase and implementation phase. The programming task is divided into two phases, problem solving phase and implementation phase. So problem solving phase, it involves producing ordered sequence of steps that describe a solution. Okay, before starting to make program, you have to think over the problem. Okay, and it should be sequence of steps that describe a solution. This sequence of steps is called an algorithm. This sequence of steps is called an algorithm. Second, implementation phase. Suppose you have developed the algorithm, you have created the algorithm, then that algorithm should be implemented in the program. Okay. So these are the two phases of your programming task. Next, algorithm. Algorithm can be defined as instructing the computer the series of steps to perform every work step by step. Okay. What is algorithm? Algorithm can be defined as instructing the computer the series of steps to perform every work step by step. So algorithm should be written in a series of steps, a step by step sequence. It is a step by step sequence of any problem. Uh, the basic steps of algorithm are start, get input by the keyboard, mouse, etc. Third, process. Fourth, output. And fifth one is a stop. So every algorithm should be started. It should be inputted some data, then processing takes place, then output of data takes place, and then a stop. Okay. Now coming to the next topic. Here it is an example of an algorithm to add two numbers. So it should be a step-by-step sequence. It is the series of steps. So first step, input two numbers A and B. Second step, add two numbers in another variable C. You can write C equals to A plus B. And third step is print C. So in this way, the addition of two numbers algorithm is over. Okay. If addition of two numbers algorithm is asked in the examination, you have to write the following steps: step 1, step 2, and step 3. And you, one point you will keep in your mind, that you can use English language while writing algorithm. You can use your own language, but your process should be correct. Okay. Another example of preparing tea, which is given in your book, that you have to take some water, you have to add some tea leaf, add some sugar, and boil it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and your tea will be prepared. So it should be written in a step-by-step sequence. Okay, it should be written in sequence of steps. Now, algorithm can be a simple process such as adding two numbers together, or it can be a complex problem. Okay, it can be complex functions such as adding effects to an image. Second point, most computer programmers spend a large percentage of time in creating algorithms. Why they spend a large percentage of time in creating algorithm? Because if their algorithm is correct, their programming is also correct. And if their algorithm is wrong, their programming will be wrong. Okay. So in order to create a good program, they have to think over the problem and they have to write the correct algorithm. So they spend a large amount of time in creating algorithm. Third, the goal is to create efficient algorithms that do not waste computer resources, save time, and give the desired output. The programmer always keeps in mind, they always keep in mind that they should not waste computer resource like computer memory, computer hard disk space, etc. They should, their algorithm should save time and give the desired output. So next point, features of an algorithm. First feature, input. An algorithm generally takes some input. Second, algorithms have efficiently computable operations. Means you can use some arithmetic problems, arithmetical operators in the algorithm like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Third, algorithm produce a result. Your algorithm always produce some result. Okay, if your algorithm is not producing any result, your algorithm is not correct. Fourth point, algorithm halt in a finite amount of time. It should stop in a finite amount of time. Suppose you have created an algorithm, okay, that will never stop. So it means that your algorithm is not correct, and your programming will not be correct. Okay, so it should stop after some definite amount of time. Now, next, last point, algorithms are definite. Algorithms are definite. It means what? Suppose you divide any number. Suppose you divide 20 by 2, the result will be 2. Okay. When you divide 0 by 2, the result will be 0. But when you divide any number by 0, the answer will be not defined. Okay. So you see the last steps. Algorithms are definite. Means you cannot do the process like this, because it will not generate any kind of result. Okay, so your in the, if you do this thing, if you divide any number by 0, okay, your result will be not defined. So in the, it means that your algorithm will become indefinite. But you have to keep in mind that algorithms are definite, means it will generate some proper result. Okay, so these are the points which I have discussed, children. Thanks for watching this video.